Hey there, Tim from Boost My Business here. We are in the midst of HighLevel Level Up Day, and they are dropping new features left, right, and center. There's too many to focus on at the minute, and I haven't got the time to waste diving into more, but this is one I'd like to share with you that got me quite excited, and it is the new Voice AI chat widget. Now, previously, the Voice AI, it was only able to be contacted if you dialed a telephone number. Now, we have the ability to include it inside a chat widget so that people can actually talk to your AI agents from wherever the widget is placed. So, for example, say on your website, people can just talk to an agent immediately and ask it questions about your business or whatever else it needs to. Now, this, in my opinion, is super exciting. You know, some people don't like to pick up the phone. With this, it's just an instant connection. Your websites can now actually talk to people. So I'm thrilled. As someone who's been building websites for 25 years, this feels like a next step in the evolution of websites. I know HighLevel didn't invent this, and there are other options out there, but for me, sometimes has his head in the HighLevel sand. This is super exciting because I've not tested one of these out before. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up an AI agent in order to be our voice AI agent on our website. Then we're going to create a website widget, and then we're going to add it to a web page. And finally, after that, another little bit I want to show you about is included in these new releases as well is the ability to connect your AI agents, your voice AI, to an MCP. Now, an MCP basically it's like a super smart agent, we can say. Previously, if you wanted to get some sort of useful data from somewhere across the internet, you'd have to make an API call. And a lot of these API calls would just be to collect one piece of data. I do have a video about using an API call to find stock levels inside of your HighLevel account. Check out the video if you can find it. But now with an MCP, we have this super intelligent bot that can perform a number of features and functions. So you don't have to make individual API calls. You just need to talk to the MCP that can do all of the API calls for you if you give it the tool to do so. So that comes a little bit later. First, let's go and set up our voice AI agents. So here I am inside a demo account. Inside AI agents, if we just head to voice AI and down to our agent list. I've got a few set up here ready to go, and we're going to create a new agent. Click create a custom agent. And I'm just going to name this one Sally, just for now. We'll call it Sally AI as the business name. If you haven't played around with the voice AI agents, these are absolutely amazing. You can choose a whole bunch of different voices. I'm going to go for a nice British voice. And let's
Hey, no need to overthink it. Just take a breath, let things flow, and trust that it'll all work out. Honestly, you're doing better than you think.
Thanks, Blonde. Brilliant. Okay. Inspiring words. So I'm going to go for that one. And I'm going to save that voice as my AI agent. Absolutely love that. Make sure you check your time zone. Just change the welcome message down here. You've reached Sally AI. How can I help you today? Click next. This is where you can set up the agent goals. There's more details inside the advanced mode, which we will need to head into. So at the moment, I'm just going to say, we'll click the name. We don't need any other information really. You can connect a knowledge base as well. So if you've got info, and this is really super exciting as well. There's so many new features, but they've really upgraded the knowledge bases as well. You can include CSVs, PDFs, and you can also put the ability for them to be refreshed automatically. We're almost at a level. I think the limits, having read the briefly read the instructions, it's kind of like you can refresh daily, monthly, weekly. So you can't do it like every minute, which is kind of would be a super goal for keeping stuff up to date. But it's still amazingly useful that you can refresh your knowledge base automatically without having to go in and refresh it yourself. So you can select a knowledge base from here if you wanted to know more about your business. Let's say, for example, this Sally here is going to be sort of like a personal assistant for me. I could feed her with a whole load of information inside the knowledge base, and she would have access to that. When we connect the MCP later on, Sally's also going to be able to tell me stuff about the contacts inside of my CRM too, and she'll be able to perform certain actions should she need to, such as telling me what calendar appointments I've got, updating pipelines, telling me about contacts, all very exciting. We're just going to switch. I'm just going to click next for now, just to dive through to the next one. You can test it via web call here if you want to. I'm just going to click save, just to save Sally in the background. Now, if we go back and view my agent list and head into Sally, you can see here, if I click on advanced settings, a whole bunch of settings under agent goals. If I go to advanced settings, these are the instructions. These are just the basic ones that come with it because it's a new bot. So it's just sort of like a customer service bot at the moment. You can give it more of a personality and tell it to do better things. But the thing I'm interested in down here is this section, the MCP, the Model Context Protocol. And this is where we can connect our MCP. One word of warning, I'll come back to that in a minute. One word of warning, if you're going to use the voice AI agent, you can't use the call transfer feature inside the voice AI web widget. Obviously, you're chatting to it via the web, so it can't actually make a call, and it will not let you select it if you have this action set up inside of your agent. So we've got Sally here for now, and I'm just going to head over to sites. Now I need to head to chat widget, and we've got poly chat widget there. Let's just create a new chat widget, and if I click the new, you can see over here we have voice AI. Now this is what we're looking for. This is the new style widget. It's great to begin with. Obviously, it would be nice to have the option of doing a voice AI or actually just doing the normal text live chat conversation. I'm sure it'll come, but I'm just going to click voice AI for now. And in here, we can do all the general customization. This is what it's going to look like. So we can come in, we can customize the avatar, where it is, we can change the styles and the colors and so forth. That's brilliant. But over here, you can see we've got agent. If I give that a click, we can select from here, we can select Sally. I'll just rename this Sally, and call this the Sally widget, and save that. So my voice bot, my voice agent Sally, is now connected to this chat widget. So if I head back, make sure I give it a save. If I head back into funnels, I've just got a random funnel here. Head into that, just a black, very plain page, nothing much on it. I head to settings. Inside of this funnel, I can choose my chat widget. So from this, if I select the Sally widget and save that, it will associate this particular funnel with the widget that was just selected. So when somebody lands on this funnel, they will be able to talk directly to that particular agent. It's just a page that I just want to make a slight tweak to. Chat with Sally, your personal assistant. And I'm just going to save that. It's not connected to a domain, so I'm not going to publish it. And if we preview that page, we now have down here our new chat widget. And if we give this a click, we can now talk to Sally.
Hey, you have reached Sally AI. How can I help you today?
Just checking in, really, Sally. You all right?
Oh, that's kind of you to ask. I'm all good and ready to assist you with anything you need. How about you? Everything all right on your end?
So yeah, that's the voice widget in all its glory here. Obviously, you can customize it and brand it to however you want. But imagine this on your website, being able to chat to people immediately. Maybe you want to put it on sort of like a private, non-indexed page somewhere. So if someone's got their own personal assistant they can talk to as well. Possibilities are endless. Absolutely amazing. So that's how you set up the chat widget. Now let's dive a little deeper and turn this into an absolute machine. If I head to back to my agents, and I head down to go back to AI agents, head into voice AI. Let's go find Sally again from my agent list. Under agent goals, if we go to the advanced mode and scroll down, here we are again at our MCP section. So here we can add in our MCP. So I'm just going to click add MCP. There's a few details you need to fill out, and I can sense some of you are already starting to tremble in fear. Don't worry about it, super easy. and I'll walk you through how it's all done. So what we're going to do is connect to the HighLevel MCP. Which they've done all the hard work for you, so we're just connecting really, and there are a whole bunch of tools inside that MCP that your agent can perform at the same time or in unison, so it turns it into like a super bot. Now, in order to fill out these correct details here, just Google HighLevel MCP and you will end up at this page. And if we scroll down, you will see the types of tools that are available to the MCP. So get calendar events, get appointment notes, pretty cool. You can check out your tasks. You can add and remove tags, update contacts, add new contacts, get your messages, sort out your pipelines. Pretty cool. Tell you orders and transactions as well. So this AI agent can actually use these features inside of the MCP tool, and you can talk to it and ask it these types of questions about, and it will reference the information inside of your HighLevel CRM. Absolutely wicked. If we scroll down, it says how to set up your MCP server. This is what we need, this bit of green code here. So we've got our URL. So what you need to do is just basically copy this. We head back to our agent and paste that in there, in here, sorry. We'll just give it a name. We'll call it Sally MCP, and just paste that in there. Now, you can see we've got a HTTPS there. So what you actually need to do is delete the one off this because it only needs one. It's forcing that on upon you, but it's appending it to the start of that. So if you don't delete this here, you get a double HTTPS and it won't connect. So just remove that. Leave the timeout as is. Now we need to set up our headers, and what you need is a key and a value. So if we head back to the instructions, you can see it says headers here. So the first key that we need is authorization. So just copy that, paste that in there. And then we need our bearer token. So I'm just going to copy that just so you can see, and I'm going to paste that in there. Now this bit here, your token in the brackets, that needs to be replaced with a private integration key. Don't worry, super easy to do. If I just head in, this is a demo account, so I'm going to head into another sub account that I've got. Private integrations here inside this account. The reason I'm using this particular sub account is because it's got data inside of it, so I can reference it. The other sub account hasn't. So if you head into your settings in the menu, you've got private integrations here. What we need to do is create a new integration, and we just need to give it a name. And we can add in a description there. Next up, you just click next, and it now requires you to give it some scopes. Now you can think of scopes as permissions. So potentially, if you wanted multiple private integrations that do different things, you can set the limits about what it can do inside here. So yeah, it kind of controls what this particular private integration can and can't do. You can select absolutely everything, and then it becomes a machine that can do all sorts of stuff, but ideally you want to limit it to what you actually need this bot to do. Now, if we head back to the instructions, if I scroll down a bit further, these are the required scopes to make your MCP work fully. So in order to do all of these things here, it needs these scopes. So as you can see, we've got view and edit contacts. So I'd head back to this page, and I would just search in contacts and select that. And I just need contacts again, edit contacts. So it's got view contacts, it's got the ability to view contacts, it's got the ability to edit contacts. And as you can see, this is the scope here, view contacts, edit contacts. So I'm going to basically take all of these and insert them into here. So I'm just going to go away and do that. I shall be back like this. Okay, so as you can see, we've now got all the scopes in here. So this is to make sure that the MCP can perform all of the actions that it needs to do, that it's capable of. You don't have to give it them all if you don't want to. As you can see, for all of these here, we have a scope enabling it to do so. So with these in place, if I click create, what I will get is a private integration key. I'm going to copy this, and I will delete it after this video. And if I head now back to my agent, I need to replace this particular bit, your token in the brackets, with that key that I've just copied. So it'll say bearer and then a space. And both of those are extremely important. And then the rest is what we've just copied. And that is our authorization header. So let's just head back to the instructions again. You can see it needs to know the location ID that it's going to be working with. So I'll copy that under header, location ID, add a new value, add a new key, location ID, and the actual sub account that I'm looking to get into is this one here. So I'll just copy the location ID and head back into there. And if we just click save on that, boom, there's the Sally MCP. So we've connected it. Now we need to give it to the tools in able to perform certain features. So, and if I click add tool, and it says which scope am I looking to access. Now look, it does reference blogs here, and if we scroll to the bottom, it references social media posting. Now there aren't scopes here, and I have tested it and it doesn't work. So this must just be a coming soon, the ability to create blog posts and social media posts using the MCP. At the minute, it's not quite possible, but we can do other things inside based upon the scopes that we've given it, such as chat update opportunity, which could trigger further emails and other stuff going down the line. You can view your payments. What we're looking to do here is you can view your contacts, update contacts, tags, so forth. We're going to use this one, calendars, get calendar events. Let's select that. Then we give it some instructions. So this particular case is when the caller asks if they have any appointments. So we're prompting here when the agent should reference this particular tool in the MCP. And we're saying if someone asks if they have any appointments, then you need to turn to your MCP and you need to use this particular tool to find out. Now, based upon testing and so forth, we need to give it a bit more information about what it needs to do. So if I would just click save here now, we can, it's not going to know which calendar it is and which user it is. So if you've got multiple calendars and multiple users, it doesn't know where to look. So we naturally need to tell it that. And what I've been doing, you might be able to do it in response variables, not sure. You might be able to do it here. Well, you can do it here. So let's put calendar ID is. Then if I head back to this account that we're using, head into calendars. And I've just grabbed a calendar ID. So I'm just going to copy that there. Head back to here. And we're going to paste this in just so it knows exactly which calendar it's going to look at, because otherwise it will just get confused. So I'm going to click and save that. And we now have our MCP able to get calendar events, so it can use this tool. This is the power of the MCP, really. Previously, you'd have to fire one API. I have done a video on sort of doing this method using voice AI and firing the API to collect stock quantity levels from inside of your HighLevel account. So go and check out that video if you want. But this, when it loads, thank you, when it saves, this is just one tool, and you can give it, you can give your MCP all these tools to do different things based upon what you're telling it to do, which is really cool. So let's just head back to this page, and we're going to talk to Sally again.
Hey, you have reached Sally AI. How can I help you today?
Oh, hi there, Sally. How are you doing?
Hi there. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I've got a question for you.
Of course. What's your question?
Can you tell me, have I got any appointments today?
It looks like you don't have any appointments scheduled for today. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to check.
Yeah. When's my next appointment?
Your next appointment is tomorrow, October 16th, 2025, from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. It's with Lisa Hogarth. Let me know if you need anything else.
No, that's all good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for calling and have a great day.
Okay, so it's been able to read our calendar and tell me if I've got any appointments now. Word of warning, it's not the first time I've run this particular test. The appointment that it gave me is actually back in 2024. So there's a little glitch there somewhere. Maybe we need to tell it what actual year it is, but it can read the calendar. It's unfortunately, it's looking into the past, but I'm sure that could be negated with the correct prompting. Maybe just give it today's date as a starting point. But overall, yeah, wicked. It was able to read my calendar and tell me that. So the actual scopes that we've got here, they do need to be expanded on. We do need to be able to do other things like potentially adding new contacts and so forth. That'd be really great. But just imagine you've got yourself a voice AI agent on your phone that you can give to your clients now and say, hey, you've got your own personal PA here. And what they can do is they can dial the voice AI widget, just talk to it and get it to perform these actions. Obviously, as I mentioned, adding a contact would be great. And I'm sure these things will probably come further down the line to be able to do pretty much everything inside of HighLevel. But, if we're able to find out our conversation message, have I had a new message? Have I had any new payments today? What's the latest transaction that's gone through? Suddenly you can talk to your phone and you've got this ability to control your actual CRM through your phone, which I think is absolutely mind-blowing. Particularly excited about the combination with the opportunities and the ability to move people through the pipeline. So you could be speaking to somebody, speaking to a contact that's in your pipeline, and you could say, maybe they ask for something, you could speak to your voice AI agent and say, yeah, move this person to the pipeline, and it triggers an automation that does a whole bunch of stuff behind there. Boom, mind blown. It's so exciting. So that is the voice AI agent. Really easy to set up. I just thought I'd throw in the MCP thing as well because it's super cool and it opens you up to a whole load of other things. I need to check out some of these other releases as well because we've got the AI agent builder that might actually be able to do this stuff. I haven't had a look at it yet. It might be able to do the stuff that it probably can do all the things that I need it to do that aren't inside of these scopes here. And this, I need to check out the funnel builder as well. That looks really cool, and the new workflow builder. So much stuff going on with HighLevel. So check back for further videos. Hopefully this one you found helpful. If you're able to set this up and implement it, let me know in the comments below. Any questions, just fire away. This is super amazing development with HighLevel, and you need to keep up, people. This is the way marketing is going now. We're turning into engineers, and we need to be able to use AI in order to keep up with the pace that it's going. And this is one super useful tool that you can use. And I'm going to go and have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to go and check out some of the other things. And I'll be back with more videos in the future. Thank you.